Okay.
Alright, welcome back to No Star Wars Allowed. We have Moderately here doing
Hello?
Undertale Yellow and Neutral Glitchless.
Yeah,
Take it away.
excited. So I'm moderately fast gamer for long, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna be running Undertale Yellow. It's a very new game. Came out like December last year, and the speedrun's already really optimized, so excited to be running it. Timer starts on begin game, so I'll do a countdown, I guess. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so the first half of the run is like very fast paced. We bear this frogget. Killing it would be faster if it didn't crash the game, but it does, so. Anyway, we do a little bit of backwards movement there. It saves like a frame at most, but I probably did it wrong. Yeah, and we just there is an auto matcher included. Because if you don't have an auto matcher, it's pretty much carpal tunnel, but oh no. Has my stream froze? No, it hasn't. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Just go through the game. Here's Flowey. We don't have time to listen to what they're saying, so we just go forward. Yeah, so pretty much the first half of this game is like very fast paced because it's just like all matching text. I'm gonna be a little bit careful on these because the hitboxes can be pretty finicky. And here is the boss of. I didn't mention that this area is called the Dark Ruins, but it is. Here's like the boss battle person for it. Delve. So we're about to get into like some RNG that's involved in the run. So in this room, other than this encounter, you have a chance to get either 0, 1, or 2 encounters, and each encounter loses around about 3-ish seconds. So yeah, I got one there, but one encounter is like not the end of the world, as long as I don't get another one. But it's only like a maximum of like 10 seconds, which is kind of a lot for the first like 2 minutes or so of the run, but pretty much flipped this switch, and I got 2 encounter, which is the second word. But that's okay. And here's like the first mini boss of the game, I guess. Not really that difficult, but it's Decibat. And we pretty much watch, forward time, and then spare. And if you have never played Undertale before, orange attacks mean that you have to move through them. And I, for some reason, moved through a blue one, but okay. And blue ones mean that you can't move through them. I don't think that you're meant to be able to get hit there. Alright. But we are in the second half of Dark Ruins. Hitboxes are a little bit finicky in this game, but it's fine. So we are almost at the first boss fight of the game, which is Dalve. The first real boss fight that's not NoSWA. Yeah, so the glitched and glitchless variants of these categories are very similar in the early game. So like, this is pretty much identical to the glitched first half, but like later on it changes completely. Okay, so we just pretty much want to spare Dalve for like the entirety of this fight up until the end. Yeah, so these attacks are pretty easy to dodge. Definitely, probably the easiest boss of like the main. Definitely, yeah, definitely the easiest boss overall. There's not a mini boss. But the attacks are very easy to dodge. You just kind of have to. This one is literally moving left and right, but like alternating sometimes. And this one is going up, like up, right, down, left a lot. And the last attack of Dal, and then we spare, and then we kill Dalve after this. Because it is a little, I don't actually know how much faster it is, probably like 30 seconds, but is sad. In neutral, we do actually just like kind of kill every boss because it saves like a lot of time compared to sparing them. But yeah, that is the first area of the game done. And now we move on to Snowden, which is a portion of the run that is not a lot of RNG, but a good bit. You can get, I think, 3 encounters in Snowden that are unoptimal, which also loses, like, again, like 3 seconds each encounter. This one is scripted right here, so that doesn't lose time, but also not moving on that ice somehow doesn't count as a step count, which makes it so that, like, your step count determines how much, if you get an encounter. Alright, so that's the first unoptimal encounter. Cool. And here's Marlet. So pretty much we have to go and do a puzzle now, which is kind of a key theme for these games. This one is not difficult. I have messed it up on occasion, so um, just for lack of paying attention, but let's hope that I don't do that this time. Okay, not looking like it. Yeah, this is definitely one of the easier puzzles in the game. I mean, all of the puzzles are easy at some point if you've been playing the game a lot, but so we're almost at Mo, which is like a salesman dude who we see a lot. And we do have to buy something because it's like slow not to. And it also acts as like a backup healing item if you ever need to heal in a boss fight. Which hopefully I don't, but I might have to. Alright, so we're almost at one of the most annoying parts of the run by far, which is the shufflers. And the shufflers, anyway, male whale. This will appear like throughout the course of the game. It's just like a way of fast travel, but we don't need it because we don't play the game. We just ignore the text. Why am I walking into a rock? Anyway, these are the shufflers. Now there is, I don't think, any like way that you can predetermine which ball, which cup the ball is like under. So you just kind of have to pay really close attention. Getting in the middle is faster because the arrow defaults to the middle, so you could just hold the all masher if it's in the middle. But like, it's like a 1 in 3 chance, so it's also not the end of the world. I've so far gotten all of them on the left, so let's just hope that that continues. I don't know why, it would just be cool. Okay, I got them all on the left. That is cool. Okay, now we're at the Honeydew Resort, where we are at for a total of around about 5 seconds before leaving. I know this room might look difficult. You have to like walk across the moving platforms and you have to like wait. But if you just leave the room and re-enter, you can just walk across with no difficulty whatsoever. Anyway, there's another unoptimal encounter that we can get here. I don't know. I didn't get it. Alright, cool. Anyway, this is the actual difficult puzzle in Snowden. I mess up quite frequently, but I have gotten better at it, so I hope I don't. You have to like be kind of specific as to like where the ball goes. Okay. This looks fine, so I don't think I'll be messing up today. Let's go. Easiest puzzle in the game. Anyway, now we're almost at the second boss fight of the game, which is Martlet. Which, if you do it wrong, I think, like, loses a couple of seconds. It's like 40, but, like, I don't think I'll be messing it up. You can't really hold the all masher. So you spare and then fight, so that, like, it speeds up the turns. Now, RNG, you can get 7 feathers in this attack. I haven't been counting, but I think I actually got 7. That's the best RNG, and you can get 5 boxes. I think is the best RNG for this. 3, 4, best RNG. No. Second best RNG. So we'll take it. I could have gone anyway. Yeah, and we're almost done the fight already because this speeds up like a lot. This is the last attack. Okay, so there's a thing here where if you hold the all masher, the text will not progress for some reason. But yeah, that is Snowden almost finished. I'm actually not on bad pace. This is definitely like PB pace because I've run this category once. Yeah, but now we are almost at the third area, and it is easily the longest and most base bar portion. But first of all, we've got to watch this like cutscene with Marlet, where we definitely pay close attention to answering the questions properly and don't just hold the all masher for the entire cutscene. We might get the duck, which is a fun value event. I don't think that we did. No. It's fine. Alright, we are almost at Dunes, where we yet fall down a third time. But are still unharmed completely. No harm done. Yeah, so we get auto healed by Flowey here, so we don't need to heal for like the rest of Dunes up until after the mines, which is probably the part where it's like the most. This is where it starts to vary from like glitched and glitchless, because I think there's like 40-ish seconds in Dunes compared to glitched, and then in later game there's like 7 minutes. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't accidentally spare encounters, but it is kind of difficult to do that fast. And speak of it, okay, at least I didn't get a slow attack. This loses like 7-ish seconds, but like that's fine. It happens. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this slowly, just so I don't mess it up, because this is like quite it's not like as hard as like frame perfect, but it's definitely difficult to pull off, like doing it fast. Well, I find it difficult at least. Yeah, so if you are not behind something when the sandstorm starts, okay, I'm definitely doing it slow because I got clipped on a wall, but if you're in the sandstorm whilst moving, you get put back to the beginning of the room. So there's like a very optimized way of doing it, which I am not doing because it's scary. We're almost at the mine, which is once again the place where glitched and glitchless like start to differ. Also, like I would say mines and glitchless is definitely more difficult than in glitched. So just solely because of one thing that I'll bring up later. Oh yeah, we get the flint here as well because it's like pellets, because like Clover uses a gun. This might look like a glitch, but it's not. It's just holding down the all measure. You also have to interact with the elevator, and the elevator is broken. We also get the seal buckle for a boss fight layer. And I hope that I don't mess this up, so I'm gonna take it really slow. So I have it. Oh no. I'm gonna have to improvise now. Whoops, I did not do the quiz right, so I'm gonna have to use the flint on, which is, to say the least, a pretty lengthy time loss. But it's either that or reset, so we'll have to take it. I don't know how much time it loses, I just know that it loses a bit. But it's all good. It just means that I have to play better. So this is Minecarts 1. This puzzle can be skipped and glitched, so this is just very similar. I would equip the flint here if I didn't mess up the quiz. But I did, so oh, I went the wrong way as well. Sick. Here you want to avoid getting hit by the rocks as much as possible. And I didn't get hit by any of them, which is good. And this is just like a 30-second unskippable cutscene, which is great, but like, this is where you get to appreciate like the artwork. This is cool. Yeah, honestly, like playing through the game, if I was put into it blindly, I wouldn't think that it was a fan game. I would just think it's like a regular, like just officially made prequel to Undertale. Yeah, so I have no idea how much time I'm gonna be losing because I messed up the quiz. But hopefully it's not a lot. Anyway, this is like this is where like the differences between glitched and glitchless. And of course, I in practice a lot, but I mess up here, which is great. Yeah, this is also like where hitboxes are very finicky. Like, you can kind of tell, but you pretty much need to do that. Uh, do that. Send that minecart and send this one. Of course. Wow. I can't believe I got this perfect in practice every single time, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Anyway, we're on to like the next boss fight, which would be a lot faster if I hadn't messed up once again, but I did, so we'll just have to persevere. I don't know how much faster it is, well, how much slower it is, but we'll find out. Okay, yeah, here's the next boss fight, which definitely doesn't come out of nowhere and has no significance to the story whatsoever, other than just being here. But it's like a rhythm battle, I guess, because you like have to. Luckily, there's like an all rhythm. How much time am I losing? Okay, that's kind of a lot of time, but it's fine. It should be alright. It'll lose like 40 seconds, which is not the end of the world considering the estimate is I think like 8 minutes slower than my PB, so we just oh well now it's gonna be that's fine. So I have no idea how slow this is gonna be once again, but we'll find out. Yeah, also like the hits with the gun, they like they're not like Undertale where I know that some people here have speedrun it, but like each like hit in Undertale is like pretty much frame perfect. These ones aren't, it's just very lenient on RNG. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot longer than I thought it would be, but that is okay. I still haven't gotten hit though, which is surprising. And as soon as I say that, I got hit. Perfect timing, but I wonder if the fight will end by itself before I get the kill. No, I don't think it will. I'm not losing as much time as I thought I was anyway. I think the fight might have ended. Oh, it did. No, it did not. Wow. So the fight ended pacifistly, which is not what's meant to happen. It's all fine though. This is the bag. This is like the punch card for Undertale speedruns, which breaks the game, but we're not allowed to use that because this is glitchless. So anyway, we avoid this. That is a scripted encounter as well, by the way. I forgot how to play the game. Oh wow, that like red character definitely like isn't from any other Undertale fan game or anything. Anyway, we're almost at the Wild East. We do save there because it's a lot faster than saving. Because Flowey's dialogue normally shows up when you save, but if you save there, you don't. It doesn't. So anyway, there's like a 10-second cutscene skip here and glitched, but we don't do that. Anyway, this is the Feisty 4. Well, the Feisty 5, I guess. Darlow. I do have a little less health because I did the El Balador fight pacifistly, but that should be fine. I have a healing item that I'm not going to need in any other part of the game, so we should be fine. Anyway, this entire section of the game is kind of just a big cutscene, so we will not be seeing much like actual gameplay. We'll be seeing the cutscenes at like 200 miles per hour, which is cool. This is unskippable text, unfortunately. Yeah, this is like a good like 10-ish minutes of cutscenes. So there's that, but there isn't even a skip for this thing glitched. I mean, there could be, but like there's one line of code I think that prevents the skip happening. But yeah, and for some reason, I don't know why, we have to leave the bar and go back in, progress with the story. Here's Soroba. Definitely has no significance in any other route in the game. Not at all. So this is the first task that we go on with Starlo. There's 3 of them. So we pretty much go and get a weapon. That's about it for the first one, and we shoot the weapon, so... Yeah, so I don't really have much to say for this portion of the game, other than its cutscenes, and since it's an ARM measure, you're not hearing any crazy rapidly pressing buttons, but like there would be in Undertale. Anyways, here we don't need to hit. So there's like, okay, I kind of forgot to like, you need to like mess one of them up, and I kind of forgot that you needed to do that. But yeah, that is the first task done. Was another holding spacebar for a while, which is auto measure. I didn't really mention that, but Anyway, I think that we can once again go in and out of the bar for some reason. Start the next mission, which does have RNG. I don't know how like much time bad RNG compared to good RNG. I do know that it's less than 10 seconds, so it does not matter at all in this situation, but it doesn't really need to have RNG, but it does. And that is like the walk down you'll see in like a couple of seconds. Yeah, so we pretty much... I did get bad RNG there. I don't know how much time it loses. Probably like less than 5 seconds, definitely. But we're now on to the final task that Starlo gives us, which is to save the gang, as I'm pretty sure it's called. And then we can start playing the game again and not watching cutscenes. Okay, so we need to save everyone else. Unfortunately, we have to let the train hit Ed here. Unfortunately, it is like, I think 3 seconds faster. Definitely a real train, by the way. But now we need to fight one of, if not the hardest boss in the neutral route, the Feisty 4, mainly because there's no faster way to beat it other than just enduring and not dying. And there is like, but yeah, pretty much just dodge the attacks. That is really the only strategy, and not dying. There is like a couple of strategies like that save like a frame or less, but I will not be doing those because those involve getting hit, and I'm not gonna risk that. This is the hardest attack in the game by far. As you can see, very difficult. Yeah, you literally don't have to move at all. But the hardest attack in the game will actually be coming up soon. I don't think that like there's any consistent way to not get hit by it, and I will definitely be healing before it. So, oh, and I got hit. Well, this is faster, so like, it might have been an accident, but it's a good accident. So, because getting like hit by Ed's hand there saves 1 frame. Very important time save. Okay, I am gonna heal here. Just for safety. Overall, pretty easy attacks to dodge so far. But I think it's the next... No, it's not the next attack that's like the nearly impossible one to dodge. This one's pretty difficult, as you can see, but I think... Yeah, it's this one. So you have to dodge the coins whilst dodging those, which is... As you... Oh, I only got hit once. Wow. I did not need to heal. Okay. I normally get hit twice there, but... I will be taking a safety save. It does lose a little bit of time, but I also don't want to die to Starlo, so... This is also an area where I'll lose time, because I didn't do the puzzle correctly. Normally that would be like a reset, but... Under these circumstances, I'm just gonna have to persevere. It will lose a little bit of time, not a lot. Also, you're gonna see like the first ever like Flowey dialogue for saving, because I haven't actually like saved with Flowey's dialogue. Yeah, so Flowey like pops up if you save. That's cool. Anyway, now we're at one of the easier boss fights, considering most of the attacks consist of holding up. But that is Starlo, and he's angry because his friends left him. I don't know. I can't really remember. So you're like attached to this rope. For a lava fight. Oh my god, that does not do a lot of damage. We might be here for a while. But hey, that just means we get to appreciate this amazing song more. And there is a point in the Starlo fight where like he stops trying to harm you. I mean, not really, but like it won't progress unless you make it. So I can just like will down his health from the air. And then I will stop losing time because of my not the best mistake to be making. Best Undertale Yellow song. I honestly, the OST for this game is so good. Yeah, once again, like the blue, orange attacks, so like you have to move in the orange and stay still. In the red, in the blue, not the red, there is no red. This would normally be the second last attack. But since I'm silly, this is not the second last attack. This is like one of the very many attacks to go. This is the last attack that will actually be dodging, though, so that's good. Because as long as we don't like let the lasso get hit by that by the bullet, we can just slowly will them health. A lot slower than if I didn't mess up, but like I did, so a lot faster than dying. Almost done. Okay, I think that there's like 2-ish more hits to go. Yeah, one more, I think. Oh no, yeah. So if a name's yellow, that means that you can one-hit them no matter what, so that's the end of the Starlo fight and the end of Dunes in general. So I will be getting like another weapon to use, so I don't need to worry about all that time loss anymore. But I'm losing like not a lot of time, I don't think, so it's fine. All fine. Alright, we're heading into the part where glitched and glitchless differ the most, which is Steamworks. And in glitched, you can literally pretty much skip the whole of Steamworks. In glitchless, you just kind of have to endure the cutscenes. But first of all, we've got to turn the Steamworks back on, which involves some very not that difficult puzzles. Although I might mess them up. I did not mess them up. There isn't really a way to mess them up, to be honest, but... Okay, that one was a little bit slow, but like, it's not that bad. So now all we have to do is turn the Steamworks on. And notice how all of these doors are closed. All of them are closed right now. So like, surely they'd all stay closed. Why wouldn't they? And here's one of the best soundtracks in the OST. It's so good. I love it. Anyway, oh no, one of the doors is open. Surely that won't have anything to do with the story. It does. Yeah, so you're gonna see some like very weird looking movement. It's not a glitch. It's simply holding control, which opens the menu and the all measure, and somehow it just completely breaks everything and makes it so that you can like buffer over things that you normally would have to like not frame perfectly buffer over, but like very like you can like miss that much. Anyway, here's Axis. Which is the main boss of Steamworks. Now we'll just be avoiding them like for the whole thing. See, we've fallen for a fourth time, but we're fine. I don't think that there's a third, no, a fifth fall. I could be wrong, but I don't think that there is. 3 frames, okay. It's like pretty not lenient. Anyway, I'll make sure to flee that. Okay, so you can just skip that entire cutscene in Glitched. You can also skip this entire section of the game in Glitched. So, like, it's insane how much stuff has been found in, like, 5 months. But we pretty much just want to go and turn on a button, which opens that gate to the right. And then we can progress with Steamworks and go to one of the mini-bosses of the area. We're also going to do that funny movement again, because getting this like perfectly is very unlikely. So we switch that, and then we press this button, and that opens the gate to get into the rest of Steamworks. And we get back on the Manta Ray, I think. Yeah, so I think that we go up there, like we encounter Mo, and Mo is like the sales guy that was at the start of the run, that we don't see again, unfortunately, because it loses a lot of time. But yeah, we can just head into Steamworks for the rest of it. And just go. This is the first Axis chase. Now, this is going to be the best song that you've ever heard in your entire life. It's so good. Anyway, the reason that I've removed this track is because I also run glitched categories. And because I run glitched categories, there's a skip in like this room where you can skip that cutscene and the next one after it, but it's pretty much like if you skip it, there's a like slight chance, unless you do the trick perfectly, that the song will play for the rest of the game and will not stop, which is very annoying. So most runners just opt to remove the track from their game files, which is allowed. So anyway, second Axis chase, and I got hit immediately. I got hit again, but like it's fine. Doesn't lose too much time. And we are at the end of the tunnel thing, whatever you want to call it. I will be safety saving over here, just in case I mess up one specific thing. But yeah, that is all that we'll see for with Axis for a good little while. Yeah, that I kind of thought that was the save cutscene, but I also forgot that there's a mandatory Flowey cutscene there. So we're almost at the greenhouse. You can skip the greenhouse with like this encounter, but it's one of the more difficult skips in the game. So anyway, we're gonna do the fancy movement here, but not like all the time. Anyway, this is where my suffering for making that mistake ends. That mistake, like, not getting the pickaxe ends, because I can get the nails. And the nails, I think you can beat Gardner in, like, a couple of turns, like 7, maybe. And I will be saving here as well, because I'm paranoid. And yeah, this is Gardner, the other boss in Steamworks that's not as difficult. So I don't want to hold the all measure at all for this fight, so it's gonna be a bit noisy. I'm just gonna like quadruple check because like you can the all measure can like crash the game in this fight. So I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I can use the all measure again. I was just being like triple. I was being triple. That makes sense. I was being like triple sure that like I wouldn't mess up. But you can use the all measure in this fight now. A lot of these fights have like very obvious safe spots like that one. Anyway, I didn't equip the nails. Okay, my suffering continues. I don't know what would be faster. I think that I just need to use the item. Slot, but that's fine. Doesn't lose too much time. I don't know how I'm dodging these. Okay. And we equip the nails. And the nails, I think, do like 70 damage, which is like, it's a lot. Yeah. So the fight will end in like a couple of turns. We just have to dodge a lot of this, which is kind of difficult, but I did it. Okay, yeah. Next turn, Gardner is gonna be beaten. And yeah. That is Gardner. So pretty much like the next part of the run. We're just gonna be a lot more auto mashing. But there is a part of the run that is... I need to use my mouse for this, so forgive me if I'm a little bit slow with it. You need to use your mouse like there. And, oh no, cursor on the screen, no. Yeah, so pretty much just... There's a scripted encounter right here that we can just flee from, like any other encounter. And now it's the acid minigame thing, where you have to make deadly acid to open that door. And you have to find the components, but like, I already know where they are, so... It's fluorine and like hydrogen. That's what I was gonna say. Okay. So now this is where it kind of gets difficult, because you need to like not get hit any of these walls. I'm probably not gonna do it perfect, but I will try. And I didn't do it perfect. Oh no. It's, as you can tell, you have to be quite precise with your inputs. As you can see, I normally get it first try, but I seem to be struggling with that. Okay. I'll get it any day now. Wow. Okay, finally. That took way too long. It is very finicky though. Fun fact, if you like use this acid in the like menu, you will spontaneously game over. And oh yeah, we see Axis again, and Axis then falls to the floor. And I got an encounter there that is unlucky. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention that the game just actually lets you put nothing on your ID card for Steamworks, which is funny. You can also turn it into some other funny things, because like you have free reign to draw whatever you want on it. So I do know that somebody made a punch card, which is funny. Yeah, so we pretty much opened this, and now we're on to the second last boss of the route, which is Axis. And we get the friendliness pellets from Flowey right here. And we equip the friendliness pellets. And yeah, it's Axis time. That's fine. Yes, we just have to like whittle down Axis' health until it's at 0. We also want to avoid, like, to do the fight pacifist, you have to hit Axis with these balls, but we can get a free turn out of it, which is very good. as you can see, there's no attack here. Sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet, I'm just trying to focus. Alright, Axis is almost done. Alright, I think that one more hit will do it, maybe two. Yeah, we've got it. Alright. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, and that is the Axis fight done, and that is every single, like, I guess, actually playing the game boss done. But yeah, now we're on to the final part of the run, which is 20 minutes long, so enjoy. I think it's around about 20 anyway, but we go into Holland, which is, like, one of the main areas of the game. Yeah, you can also, like, move a little bit before, like, at the end of the cutscene, so it kind of makes some funny movement. Anyway, we ignore everything else, and we immediately go up to, like, where Bratty and Catty normally are in the main game. And we go up and meet Martlet. And this is where things get a little bit strange, to say the least. Where, that's, like, something that Marley it uses in the, like, in other routes. And yeah, that happens, so Flowey's not really friendly. Shocking. Who would have thought? So yeah, Martlet is no more. And this is the start of the entire Flowey cutscene, which is very long. There is like a 5-second reload that I could do, but I'm not gonna do that. Just because, for the sake of, like, using game capture. And it would take a little bit for the game to recapture, so. And it also saves 5 seconds, so doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, and Flowey's not actually a good person. Shocking. Who could have seen it coming? Or a good flower, I guess, because Flowey isn't really a person, but. Yeah, so this is where the neutral route is definitely the most strange out of all of them. Yeah, and here's some unskippable cutscene text. I love unskippable cutscenes and also unskippable text, so why not put them all in one thing? Yeah, so pretty much just there's not even any holding space. You're just kind of watching a cutscene for a while. So, and here Flowey explains like the evil plot of the game, which is like pretty much they've been like resetting us. And then we've got the actual boss fight, which is kind of difficult, and I haven't really practiced it that much, but I shouldn't die, so... Yeah, we actually get to move for like 3 steps of this cutscene, which is crazy, but I don't really have much to commentate on in this because it's nothing but unskippable cutscenes. Until like a little bit in. I can't really remember how like long exactly the cutscene is, but it's pretty long. Yeah, so we're almost at the Flowey, the actual Flowey battle, which is interesting to say the least. There's a lot of RNG involved in it. I think that the worst possible RNG, here we want to die as fast as possible because like there's no other way to do it. So like the spears, we like want to intentionally have them hit us. There isn't really any way to speed this one up other than just walking forward. And yeah, we will be fighting Flowey in a little bit. Okay, we're actually playing the game now. Yeah, so we're automatically put up to 100 health no matter like what level we're on. So that's good. But yeah, the Flowey fight, well, phase 1 of the Flowey fight. Phase 2 is a lot more interesting to say the least. Here we just want to like not get hit, which is kind of difficult. Although I seem to be doing a pretty good job of it. Wow, I've never no-hit that specific tactical before. Cool. But yeah, here you just want to not get hit as much as possible. And I got hit, but that's fine. Oh, and I didn't mean to do that. There is a safe spot for like a lot of these tags. I don't know all of them. I know there's one for this one as well, but... Oh wow. Yeah, and also the people who you've killed come back and try and kill you. Which is kind of scary. So, I figured out the hard way, like going down to the bottom of... I might die. Okay. There's like a very high possibility that I die here. If I'm not careful. And I died. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't lose that much time. This is like 30 seconds-ish. I just got hit a lot. It's all fine. Well, hey, we can listen to this soundtrack more, I guess. It's also not very helpful that healing in this fight is completely random, so like, there's a chance that you just don't get to heal. Also, I didn't really do it for this because I kind of forgot, but you can stay still for this entire attack, like taking a lot of damage. It's quite cool. Yeah, there's a lot of safe spots in this game in general that is very easy. That makes a lot of attacks easier, but some attacks are like ridiculously impossible. This is also one of the worst attacks that you can get. Well, areas that you can get. You can get Waterfall and like Steamworks. I almost died there, which would have not been good. Yeah, you can get Waterfall, Steamworks, and Dunes. I think is the worst possible combination. So far we're doing pretty not good on that part. I just hope I don't get Steamworks because that is the slowest one. That is how you heal, by the way. Like, there's specific act options that are like randomized that you can heal from. Like that Endure, which makes the fight a lot easier, but also here's the very, very, very difficult attack from Gardner that's definitely not just holding down left. I don't think there's a safe spot for this specific one, but it's also one of the easier ones, so... Okay, this is one of the best ones. Hotland is good. We like Hotland. Oh, I kind of forgot that we do Axis, which is one of the easier ones, as you can see. And yeah, this is the last phase. You can just hug the right wall for like the majority of this phase. But yeah, we're almost on to phase 2, which is, I think, 6 minutes long. Okay, we did not get a good RNG, unfortunately. Teamworks is not good. But yeah, now it's time for a lot of cutscenes. Because who doesn't like cutscenes? And yeah, then we'll move on to Flowey Phase 2. Which is definitely more weird looking. There isn't really any different way to say other than weird looking than Phase 1. we just need to go through this like kind of cutscene, but not really cutscene. You just kind of have to hold right and avoid flowers. Not because they like kill you or anything, just because they like if you walk into them, you stop moving. So, but yeah, we're almost at the where phase 2 begins, I think. Oh, I walked into a flower. Whoops. Okay, we are now at the point where I don't think I can stop holding right, but we're at the point where I just kind of um don't really do anything for a while, for a little bit, and then we've got Flowey having a crisis, and then we share in half. And now is the start of phase 2 of Flowey, which is a lot longer. Not a lot longer, it's shorter in general, but it's a lot more difficult, let's just say that. So you also can't run. This is the pace that regular Undertale is at, because there's no run button in regular Undertale, and I kind of forget that sometimes, and like this is just really slow. But yeah, here's Marla. Marla's back to life. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Unfortunate. I've been found. Yeah, and this is where the start of phase 2 is. If I just get on a boat. So it's definitely an interesting one. It's more like the original Omega Flowey fight from Undertale. And then the raft disappears, and we get a um, glance at whatever this is soon. Oh, oh no. I didn't know that Undertale Yellow was a horror game. Not really, but pretty interesting, to say the least. And we turn into the soul soon-ish. And now we just have to dodge. There is, once again, no way to speed this up other than just dodging and not dying. The first phase is pretty easy, which is normally why there's also mini phases, which you'll see in like a little bit, but they are also, a lot of them are easy. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. So there is like a fast way to do this, but I'm gonna try and do the hardest one first, which I normally always do, which I did get, because as the phases go past, you'll be on like less health, which does amount to like the harder phases being harder, having less health, of course. But yeah, this is like PS2 Flowey or something. I don't know its name. I think it's PS2 Flowey, but I don't think that they all have like individual names. Oh yeah, we can dash now, which is cool because we can like avoid attacks easier. Like I can go through that without taking like any damage. But yeah, I just want to dodge and hope that everything will work out. And it looks like it is. These hands are definitely the most annoying to dodge. And from now on, I can just choose whichever one I want, so I find them all like equally as difficult. But this one is a lot easier, because you can stay in the top right corner and just hit without like taking pretty much any damage. And yeah, that's this phase done. they're very interesting. Like just all the little micro phases. Some of them are weird, um, like the PS2 one. That one was pretty cool. I think that's like Cuphead inspired. I'm not sure, but we've got 4 mini phases to go. Which one's next? Picnic, I think. Oh, sorry about that. This one's pretty easy as long as you're like in a specific part, and if you get lucky with like the hands guns, to like shoot the guns, or the finger guns. But yeah, not too difficult. You just kind of go around. Hands, once again, being one of the annoying ones because they're very difficult to avoid. And 3 more to go. Yeah, and we'll be doing one of the weirder ones, which is like Blood Bell Flowey. It's also the easiest one, so like that's cool, but it's got an interesting design, as do all of them, but that one specifically is kind of um, I like weird, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, that attacks are like kind of difficult to dodge because it's all random, and there are some situations where you can't not get hit, which does make it a lot more difficult. Okay, we're getting this one out of the way, so we have like one of the easier ones for the last one. This one can be really easy if I just get lucky, and I did get lucky. Because like the second red one can spawn on the other side, so you're trying to shoot like the red tile things, right? So the other one can spawn on the other side, which loses a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time, but more time than not spawning there. Okay, last one, I think. I think I'm a little bit over the estimate, maybe, but I don't think that's a huge big deal. Yeah, and we're very close to the run finishing. In like this is the last phase. As you can tell, it's very like hectic and hard to dodge, but okay, it should be finishing up soon. Then Flowey will return back to what they normally look like. And surprisingly, I got hit less in the final phase than any of the other ones. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, now Flowey's mad. And we just need to dodge these last ones. So time ends as soon as Flowey, the last frame that Flowey's on. Okay, yeah, so all I have to do now is just hold spacebar. Flowey's gonna come close for some reason and look menacing, but oh wow. Yeah, so time ends right about now. Okay. That was Undertale Yellow Neutral Glitchless. Definitely a lot of mistakes, but I own the way I beat Estimate. Cool. Yeah, so it's a very fun category to run. So yeah, pretty cool overall. Uh, that is that done. I should be leaving soon. I think it's Earthbound up next, which is I'm excited to see that. I've never played Earthbound, but I know that's like what Undertale was inspired by. So Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Okay, yeah. Shout outs to the Undertale Yellow speedrunning community. You can join that if you just go onto the SRC page. And that's about all I have to say. Yeah, thank you for having me on. And, alright. See ya.